is the 14th of July, and it's exactly 3 months since I moved back home. And it's crazy. Like, it feels like a lot has happened in 3 months. And I've done a lot of green woodpecker. Like, I have done things, and also I have done like a lot of emotional things, like healing and yeah, just stuff. So yeah, like 3 months has gone by, and it feels like a lot longer, but also it doesn't feel like it's been that long either. It's really weird. It's a very strange, nebulous time. And yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't really know how to articulate, but yeah. I think like I tried to just keep myself really busy and do stuff, and I implement routines and things, and it's weird because like at first that was really great, and I was finding it really easy to stick to the routines, like getting up early, journaling, just doing things that brought me joy and I was looking forward to. But 3 months in, I feel like I'm falling off it a little bit, and I don't really know why. Like, I enjoy the things, like I enjoy journaling, and I know that I appreciate journaling because it's really good to look back on good things that have happened and like remember the good things that have happened in a day, so I can look back at it in the future. It's also good to like process negative emotions and kind of work through that. But something feels like it's changed, and I don't know what. Like, maybe it's just time. Like, moving back home was kind of new, and even though the circumstances was really horrible, it was exciting, and I was really making the most of it because I've been missing home for so long. Like, being back has been really nice, but now it's kind of settled a little bit. I'm finding myself being more in my head again, which I don't want to be. So yeah. So and the weather has been really shit. Like, it's just not good. It's not been a good year. It's July. I'm in a sweatshirt and a coat, and I was expecting a lot more sunny, warm weather, and it's just not been sunny and warm. It's been raining every day. It's been really windy. It's been really cold, and that's really impacted the garden and growing stuff, and that's been messing with me as well because I've been really looking forward to like eating our own courgettes and having sunflowers, and everything is either been eaten by slugs or it's not hot and sunny enough. So everything is really late, and it might be too late by the time things are actually growing, because it has been so wet and cold. One of my peppers rotted, and that was devastating. And actually, I've been really grumpy since that happened. So I think right up until that point, I was trying to be really positive and not see the weather as bad. It's just what it is. Like, it's wet weather, it's not bad weather. But that was the final straw, like losing my pepper, which I've been tending to every day, and yeah, just watching each day growing a little bit more and getting really excited about it, to then just see it like on the mulch, squishy and fluffy because it had gone moldy from the inside. It was just really devastating, and it just really put me in such a damp mood. And like I want to go to places and see wildlife and stuff, but when it's wet and cold there's no wildlife to see, and it's just not an enjoyable experience. So I'm feeling really dour and grumpy, and I don't even know if this makes a good video, but it's very real, so maybe that's the point. Anyway, I'm gonna do something in the garden. Like, I think I might just do some weeding, and it's a crappy job, it's crappy weather. Like, I'm not going to want to do it on the one day that it's going to be sunny, if it's ever sunny again, so I might as well do it now. At least it's not raining. And do like a little garden update, garden tour, see what's happening, because there are nice stuff in the garden, and I think I need to I need to appreciate what's being successful rather than focusing on the negatives, because obviously that's just not helpful. But yeah, maybe doing that will make me feel a bit better about myself. This is the raised bed. I can't actually get it all in one shot, it's so overgrown. The tomatoes have gone nuts. So these are the beans. We've got bean flowers. There'll be actual beans on there soon. Tomatoes are insane. I don't know. There's only 4 plants here. Like, how is this 4 plants? Crazy. But there are some. Oh, it's so windy. There are some tomatoes in there that are ripening up, but the issue is it's so jam-packed. The leaves are blocking the light. I mean, there isn't really any light anyway, but yeah, it's quite overcrowded actually, and the nasturtiums have gone crazy. These are massive. They're supposedly like sacrificial plants to deter pests from your crops. So the things that it will collect are the like aphids or green fly or black fly or something. There were some on here the other day, but they might have been eaten, which is good, by ladybirds perhaps. But they're very sweet. There's like a little collection of black flies there. So yeah, they're pretty insane. There's a lot there. Even I think that's probably too much. And I love them. Here's my pepper plant, and these are the peppers that are still here. So this was the second one, this is the third, this is the fourth. The first one fell off a couple days ago, which is very upsetting. So I'm just trying to make sure it's aerated to get the air flowing, and so it doesn't go mouldy, hopefully. And I've sown some radish in here, just in this extra little space, and they're doing nicely. The courgettes are growing, as in the courgette plants are growing, and we do finally have some flowers. These two will not be courgettes because they've got thin, spindly stems, but this one is definitely a courgette. It's a lot thicker. That's also a courgette. I think they're the only ones for the moment, so definitely 2, which is exciting. Finally, this time last year I was eating courgettes on a daily basis, so it will be really nice if they come up. And then I've planted some more radish, sown some more radish in with the spring onions, and this pot of radish is now going to seed, so I'm going to let these bolt and go to seed and collect the seed for next year. The flowers are really, really beautiful. They're such pretty flowers. So yeah, the radish are the most successful thing this year. They've been really tasty. We've had them roasted, we've had them fresh in egg salads. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to growing more radish in the future. And this is the basil, which is surprisingly actually growing after the awful start, just being eaten by slugs. So I'm impressed I actually have anything. But it's certainly not the bushy radish plant that I wanted. Not radish, bushy basil plant that I wanted. It's been really hard to get the red radish to grow. Red basil to grow. It feels really weedy and yeah, floppy. I don't know, it doesn't feel very robust. Whereas the Genovese is it's quite sturdy. But yeah, I mean, we've got stuff growing, it's just whether we'll have anything to actually harvest and eat. That's the question. It's just so difficult to like put so much effort into something and it not work, like it not give you anything in return, and trying to be self-sufficient as much as possible in this climate is really difficult, and I don't know what we're supposed to do. If it's not sunny and it's not warm, it's just we can't buy a greenhouse and heat a greenhouse because that just defeats the purpose. That's such a waste of energy, money. I don't know what we do, but you know, we might have a bowl of salad at one point after all this work. It'll be a really delicious salad. Anyway, this is what I'm going to tackle today. Just gonna go through the gravel and pick up a bunch of weeds and just tidy the space up a little bit because they've grown quite a bit and it looks really messy. I helped Mum partially, she did most of it, but cutting back and deadheading the climbing hydrangea as it was overhanging the vegetables. So by cutting that back, hopefully it's giving the vegetables a bit more light, it's not shading them out too much. So we'll pull out a bunch of the dead stuff and chop it back. So yeah, that will be really helpful, and I'm just gonna spend a bit of time pulling up some weeds. It seems like a weeding kind of day. I'm editing this video well into the future, and I'm happy to say that things did improve quite significantly from this day, but at the time I was having a really hard time, and I wrote some stuff in my journal which basically completely captures the feelings. I've been really struggling with my mood, and the wet weather is really getting me down. I need a summer where it's warm and sunny, where I can go out and stay outside late into the evening and sleep under the stars and wake up to a clear sunrise, but it's so cold and wet all the time. I'm still trying to do things in spite of the unfavourable weather, but it's so much harder. Feeling trapped in my body does not get alleviated when feeling trapped inside due to weather.
I guess I just need to sit and process these feelings, and then I can move on for good. I'm sick of being sad because of his actions and words. I hate doing things I love and doing them while being sad. It's not fair. I don't have time or energy to spare to be sad. This week was really pivotal to me in my healing journey because I had almost completed the textbook step-by-step grieving process. Essentially, I was going through each stage as it is written very clearly, and coming through each step. And this day that I'm filming was very close to the end, and from here I noticed a significant shift in my mental ability to process everything and really start moving forward and living for myself. And I look back at this time and I'm so proud that I pushed through everything that I did, and that's why I'm keeping this video up, because it's such an important part of my life.
I've not actually spent that long doing it, but it has made so much difference already. Here's my weed bucket full of the weeds that I've pulled up. Obviously there are still weeds to come up, but the major ones are out, the big dandelions and stuff, and it's already made such a big difference, so that's really nice. I feel a bit more productive and accomplished now. It's nice that gardening can do that. Like, if you're not feeling particularly fine, like going out into the garden and just doing a little job can really help. And actually weeding is a really good activity because it's one of those mindful things. Here's a blackbird. Hello. Weeding, yeah, is one of those mindful activities because your hands are busy, and you're kind of focused on something. It doesn't require any mental I don't know, I can't think of the words I'm trying to say. It doesn't require much mental power, and yeah, it's just very grounding, and the result is very satisfying, so you can actually see what you've done, which is really nice. So yeah, I'm glad I did that, and that's probably going to be me done for the day. That's enough. That's enough gardening. I gotta go get coffee, gotta go get some lunch, and then I'm gonna watch the Wimbledon final. That's the rest of my day, so that doesn't sound too bad. I'll leave you with some snippets of the garden, and hopefully next time the video will be a bit more cheery. Maybe if we get some sun, which kind of does look like it's trying to come out. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the turning point. We can only hope. Bye.